But David Fincock was quite rightly worried about the softish ground. It's good ground, effectively, but it's not rattlingly fast ground there at Ascot. I'd be less worried than him about West Coast Flyer, and I think Gerald Mosse might get a big ride out of him.
They're going forward one by one for this third race. Let's get the final word with Tom.
Yeah, thanks, Nick. There is Fran Berry going forward on Machine Learner. He's a dual previous winner of the Alistair Haggis Silver Saddle. He won it again last year. We've got another dual winner of the Alistair Haggis Silver Saddle in the form of West Coast Flyers rider Gerald Mosse, who captained the European team back in 2013 when he won the Silver Saddle, and indeed when the European team won. That is Josephine Gordon going forward on Twin Star. Interestingly, a little bit later on, she rides the horse that Koeman beat over this course and distance last time, Beige and Gold for Stuart Williams. Speaking to Stuart Williams about 10 minutes or so ago, he thought he had a really good chance a little bit later on, back in against his own age group. Koeman beat him, the 3-year-old, on that occasion, but he did have a fair bit of experience that I think he put to good use. And Koeman, the mount of Joe Moreira here. And I think we'd all love to see Joe Moreira with a win, given the profile he brings with him here, considered by plenty to be about the best jockey in the world, given what he's achieved on different continents in his time. And I'd love to see him go really well here and thrill this crowd with a win. But let's see what happens. Last one going forward is Nicholas T under pair Anders Graberg. Here's David.
They're set for the Shergar Cup Challenge, and they're off. Away and racing, a slow start from Nicholas T, immediately lugging left as well once the stalls opened. Going a good pace early, Humble Hero into the lead. Humble Hero has the advantage to Genetics in second place. They're already well stretched out. Maori Bob, Holly Doyle in third. The white face in fourth is Twin Star. Racing in fifth position is Koeman, the favourite under João Moreira, about 10 lengths behind the one in front. And that one is being followed by West Coast Flyer, Gerald Mosse on the inside, the green cap Machine Learner, and Fran Berry. That's being followed by Eddie Stone Rock and Pat Cosgrave, and held up well in rear at this stage is Majid, and that's been overtaken by Nicholas T. So the fields are getting on for having completed their first half mile and running into Swinley Bottom, and the front two have opened up a considerable gap here. And in the lead still, as has been the case from the word go, is Maori Bob. Not Maori Bob, I should say, Humble Hero. Humble Hero is in front of Genetics in second place. Andreas Stark following Corey Brown, and it's then 15 lengths back to Holly Doyle in third on Maori Bob, ahead of Twin Star in the next position. And that one is still being followed by Koeman on the outside. They're in no hurry. That one is being followed by West Coast Flyer. Machine Learner is to the inside in company with Eddie Stone Rock, and still Yutaka Taki and Majid at the back, along with Nicholas T and Per Anders Graberg. Majid is probably 30 lengths behind the two in front. They've gone inside their last half mile, and it is still in front, as has been the case from the start, Humble Hero under Corey Brown. Be fascinating to see what happens next here. It is still in front, Humble Hero. In second position is Genetics and Andreas Stark. Holly Doyle starting to shake up Maori Bob in third place. They're into the home straight. Are they going to reel these two back? It is now Genetics attacking Humble Hero, who is quickly running out of steam. So 2 furlongs to go. It's Genetics in front. In second position, a spent force Humble Hero. Closing on that one is Maori Bob. Making some progress is Koeman, but they've got an awful lot to do. A furlong to close down Genetics, and Genetics has an unassailable advantage here under Andreas Stark, and is going to come home a clear winner for Europe, and 2 on the day for Andrew Balding. Genetics wins the challenge. It's a bun fight for second. Twin Star gets that. Tight for third between Maori Bob and Koeman, and they were ahead of Eddie Stone Rock.
Tight for the minors, but an extraordinary race won by Genetics, 9-1. Another for Europe, another for Andrew Balding. An extraordinary race from the front with Humble Hero. Well, spread eagle in the field for the majority of the race. The only one closest was Genetics, and picked up and powered away. We'll reflect on that, but we've got to get to Redcar for their next, the 220, which is a handicap over 1 mile and 2. All 5 run. The Royal Runner Humboldt Current looking to get back to winning ways for William Haggis and David Allen. And the betting looks like this. Fardale is 11-10, Humboldt Current 7-2, International Man is 7-2, Tight Lines is 8-1, and Poet's Dawn is 12-1. So with that, we'll rejoin the commentary with Gareth.
Thanks, Nick. Fardell went to post quite keenly. But a tight little race this. Just the 5 of them. An international man about to slot forward to complete the set. First race on the round course here today. Lined up. And they're off. This is the DFDS World's Best Ferry Operator handicap, and not a great deal of pace on early.